Everybody, it's Harry Bosch, the Tactical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, November the 9th. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market had a very, very tough session and it broke key support. So I'm concerned about the next few days going forward. We'll see if there's support below where we are. But in the meantime, today is Thursday and it's time to do a swing trade review, many of which not looking great or somewhat of which have been stopped already. So we're going to go with the ones that are still in play. AHR, which I just put out. It did bounce 4 points and it backed off. Looks really bad. To me, when I see multiple waves down and multiple bear flags and coils, I'm thinking maybe even lower. So this is a stock I'd be 100% stopping around 21.5, thereabout. If it takes that out, we could see 16 or 17, so be careful. AUGX still holding up very well considering, as you can see in the last few days, it's actually been up while the market pulled back. Well, excuse me, today was when the market pulled back, and this one is actually up 4.3% on a lousy day, so that's a good sign. But keep your stops under 420 thereabout, and the target now 6 3/4. CDNA we put out today when it popped. Now for two reasons I put it out. Am I concerned? Of course, after the way it finished, but it broke out and flagged, and then today it popped through the moving averages, and it did it with volume, but it did not close well. Take a look at the lower end of the range. After being up as high as 820, finished 716, still up 83 cents. For 13%, but you can see that it needs to back and fill and hold this area ideally, otherwise it rolls over. CLF also backed off the last couple of days after looking much more promising and potentially a suitor and takeover of U.S. Steel in play here. When it broke out of the inverse head and shoulders, I put a swing on it, moved up a couple of points, and then backed off. But right now, some key resistance remains at 17.5, and that's what it's going to have to take out for this thing to get going. I would stop it under 15 3/4. Carvana, well, it was looking very promising and also pushing up against resistance, but boy, did it fail today. Coming down from 34.5 to 29.89 and finishing at 30.30 down 369, almost an 11% loss. Not a good thing. I'd be awfully careful not letting this stock go under 28.20. Dell broke out and is edging higher. Today actually made a new multiple year, if not all-time high. I'll have to check it, but it reached as high as 73.27. I don't think it ever saw that before. Let's see. Yep, new all-time high. So for me, even though it had a reversal day of sorts, I'm still high on the potential. Should it pull back in this 67.8 zone, that might be a buy, but beneath that, a sell. DKNG broke out and ran. Today I had a little bit of a pullback with the market, but I really like this look overall. Let it back and fill and flag in here. Maybe we'll see 44, 45. First Solar on the short side, as you can see, broke down, snapped back to resistance, and rolled over again before bouncing today at some point off 131. Should it break 130.31, I'm looking for 119 as your next target. Geo, well, it popped out 2 days ago and held up in the zone on a consolidation basis. So I'm good with that, but this is going to get over 958.60 to get going. If so, I would look for 11.5, 12. Careful on the pullback low here would be my stopping point under 830. LOGI popped, we put a swing on it. It's been up nearly every day since then. It's acting great. I have a target at 87. Palantir broke out and then wedged, but today backed off again. It's near key support, and I would stop near the gap under 17.20. That's my key short-term support. Target 20.5 and 23 3/4. Big spike up on ramp today, and I love the way it acted. Even in this market, it ran hard and finished up 660, a 22% gain on 1,000,001, which for that stock is heavy duty, and it's a breakout to looks like a 12, 13 month, 14 month highs, yeah, something like that, coming out of a base. Next target 40. SPR came down hard yesterday, reversed off support. And that's my stopping point now. You don't want to be in it under 20 3/4 thereabout. Next target is 29 if it runs. SWBI was looking great after we gave you a swing on it. It popped and flagged, but then came down and is in jeopardy of a breakdown. Support is at 1350, and then you have the 50-day moving average at 1305. So underneath that 13 level is where you exit. DGTX popped out and wedged. Now it was down today about 5%, but it's still on support and forming some sort of flag or wedge in here. I don't want it underneath the 50-day, which is around 880. Should it get over their recent highs around 11.5, then I would look for 15. TPST popped out. I would look like a falling wedge over the last 4 weeks. So I thought maybe this is going to run today. And the volume really picked up 57 million shares, but it backed off late in the session with the market, as you can see, and it's trying to stabilize in this area. I still like it if it holds, and I'm looking for an extension to take this at 5 and 7. BRT hanging in there tough, although it was kind of an engulfing reversal day today. I'd be real cautious and put a tight stop under 38.5, pretty close to where it is. If it pops, it takes out 42.20, which is right there. You can see the triple top. Then maybe we're looking at high 40s. BSAT popped out. Looked like it was going to run, and then this one too backed off quite a bit with the market coming down hard. May have jumped a little early on this one, so be careful. 100% stop now under 17. And finally, a little wrap is forming a wedge. Really nice run that took this one from $1.25 to 315. You can see the mini wedge that's formed over the last week. If it holds that and pops, 3 3/4, 4 3/4 type targets. Let's look at some of the swings that are still left in play at techtrader.com. Good night, everybody.